So I've been looking through the attendance records, and it turns out that we took 30 people to Moldova. We took 27 people to Albania. We took 24 people to Macedonia. And we took 11 people to Cyprus. I don't know whether to go around and buy them all a drink, or to worry about the fact that the deeper we went in the competition, the less fans we were taking. Hello, my name's Damien, I'm that trucking football manager, and welcome back to the Green Army of Europa. We are back a little earlier than I expected. Considerably earlier than I expected, if we're being honest. Unfortunately, real-world constraints mean that we are coming straight back for the next two games. But they're good ones. We've got Bodo Glimt, who comment section suggests might actually be the front runner for this competition. And then we are going with the international team to one of the places, Liechtenstein at home. Absolutely have to win that, but it will be a chance to see Liechtenstein at home as a performance. I was hoping to just maybe show you both, or maybe Latvia in the European game, but unfortunately that's not been an option. So I will do my very best to press on a bit for Friday's video and maybe pop up for, I don't know, Links Astana, or even possibly as far as Bodo and College 75. That'll depend on how well this game goes. I don't want to go too far actually looking at it. Maybe Lincoln Levski. That's probably a reasonable place to go, isn't it? Again, real-world constraints will be a factor, and also how well this game goes will be a factor. Because obviously, if we win this one as well and we do it reasonably comfortably, then maybe we need to start thinking about later in the competition rather than this. So, no fixtures to catch you up on, as you can see. No transfers because the window's shut. No real news, apart from, like I say, I was flicking through this and I was like, Tiraspol, we took 30 away, and then Kukesi we took 27, and then Skendia we took 24, and then Ammonia we took 11. Like, I don't understand why, as we get deeper and deeper into the competition, we take less and less people. Unless some of them got lost. Maybe there are some waiting at a bus stop just outside Tiraspol, and there are a few more at Skendia Airport. Is it Skendia the name of the town? Tetovo Airport. Who knows, right? There's just a train going around Cyprus with 20 Gibraltarians on it who have no idea where to get off. No idea. Either way, we're going to press straight on, and we're going to go with 4-2-4. Hankins in goal, Mullen, O'Driscoll, Heaton, and Beckwith. With Swiderski, not that one, there we go. Swiderski and G in the middle, and Ducker and Stewart on the wings, McGruer and Williams up top. We're doing okay, keeping everyone fit at the minute. Having said that, we need to drop Hernandez onto the bench to replace probably Olivero. We're doing okay keeping people fit for now, but the season hasn't started yet, so it's quite easy at this point. We have hopes of maybe being able to rotate this time, and you know as well as I do, I say it every single year, every single season, we're gonna rotate better this year. And I never do. I go, oh, well, that team's winning. Let's keep it out there. And then you end up with players who haven't played a match in 15 months. How will I look to build an impressive performance last time out against Lincoln? Well, by doing so. Dylan Morgan's in good form. We've left him out. Well, we can only play 11 players at a time. Will Jake G struggle today? As some pundits do. What? Do you think... Oh, pundits think he'll struggle. No, I think he'll be bloody spiffing. Gary Turpie in the comments pointed out that probably just set those to assistant. I'm tempted, I have to be honest. Jonsson has the goal kick for Bodo Glimt. Plays a long one forward. G flicks it back to Mullen, who finds McGruer through the middle. And Duckhu's ambitious ball into the middle. Nordvold Lunde to Darbach. This one's more difficult than I thought. But Koonsten fires it into G, and then Duckhu sets off down the wing. And Duckhu can cut inside. There's two in the middle. Or cut it back to Mullen, does the latter. Mullen can put it across, finds McGruer, back to Ndukwu again, and G hits one and it's blocked away by somebody, and he's hit the base of the post. That's a poor miss. That second one is a poor, poor miss. Beckwith booked in the first minute. That might be a record even for him. What's going on in the other game? Do we get to look? No, probably not. Hankins to Heaton. Beckwith to Stewart. Swiderski. All the way over to Mullen, who's got space to stretch his legs into. Puts it in front of McGrewer, whose first touch stopped him from getting around Grunley. What a name. Driven across, and Stewart blocked away by Johnson. I sincerely hope that was blocked away by Johnson, because if it wasn't, holy smokes, what a miss. Stewart's corner comes in, Heaton's under it and heads it straight into the goalkeeper's hands, who's on the goal line. Some would argue behind, but never mind. Sheriff Tiraspol is still going. I don't know if I noticed that before. We don't get to look at the relevant, because, I mean, we can't break this down into Conference League groups. No. We just get to not look at the bottom of it. At some point it might flash up, who knows? What's that going? Heaton nods it forward to G. Mullen again. Mullen seeing a lot of the ball early on, that's a good sign. And Ndukwu to McGrewer. The fact that Mullen's going bombing on past Ndukwu quite frequently, I don't know whether that's a good sign or a bad one. Mullen to G to Ndukwu. Lovely first touch. Round the corner to Mullen. Crosses in. Williams looked off to me. Linesman hasn't moved. I think he's off. I mean, he's scored it, which suggests it won't count, because that's usually how it goes with Mr. Williams, bless him. I will be surprised if this is given. Oh! And surprised I am! Holy smokes. Right, okay. Is he really not off? Is he behind the ball? Maybe he's behind the ball. It's a good volley, to be fair. Can we see the one with the lines, please? There we go. I don't understand, by the way. Oh, that is snug, isn't it? I don't understand why you can't do that all as one replay. Levski have scored against Astana, which puts us front row seats to qualify if we can keep this result up. Keeper out and claims it well. Hankins, well done to you. First time hoof forward. Not sure why he's done that, if we're being honest. That doesn't really fit with the play it out from the back instruction. Hankins does not react to Koomson's shot, and it is one each. I mean, I don't understand. Yes, we want the counter-attack, but there's a line at just pump it long as soon as you catch it, which I don't think we ever crossed. Koomson does very well with that run. You have to say McGrewer being the one tracking back means that something's gone wrong in midfield. But, never mind, plenty of game to go. Into the dressing room, let's say, please the number of shots, keep it up. Because we have been on top of them, there's no arguing with that. Beckwith on a 6.4 is a bit of a worry, especially when he's already on a booking. G is looking ill-disciplined at 6.6 as well. Thing is, Swiderski doesn't really have the... Oh, okay, sod it. Swiderski into the middle, G can sit. And we can always hook him for Tom Conlon, who's on the bench. Tempted to do that anyway, I have to be honest. But, yeah. Let's go with that. We'll just swap those two over, because Swiderski's fitness isn't really good enough to have him bombing forward all the time, but maybe for half the game, that's alright. And when Conlon comes on, he can always sit back again. G heads it forward to Swiderski, and there's Mullen out wide yet again. Mullen, I mean, I could trade him as a left winger, couldn't I? I don't want to, because he's a really good left back, but you know. Swiderski back to Mullen again. Drives it in low, it's not a good cross. Volden hacks it clear, but O'Driscoll nods it down to G. One time I'll decide whether that's a hard or a soft G, but now is not that time. Beckwith early to Swiderski, and that's the upside of having Swiderski bombing forward, is he does tend to do that. And that's nice to see. It has to be said, like I say, if results stay the way they were last time I looked, us and... Wait, what? Yeah, us and Levski will be on 6 points each. And Astana and Bodo on 0, which is exactly how it stands. So, we'd already be prime position to qualify. And honestly, I couldn't care less if we go through top or second. Stewart finds Williams, who drives one across to Swiderski. McGrewer's with him. He's got a lot of work to do. And doesn't do enough of it, unfortunately. Volden up the line to Nordvorlunda. Beckwith knocks it back to the keeper, and I really expected to see a striker in the way then. I don't know about you. Hankins plays it long, and Swiderski wins the header. Helmerson to Koomson. Svensson. Out wide to Volden. Stewart, not the best reactions to the right winger, and the drive all the way across, and Burget, don't know. 52nd minute makes it 2 each, and I think that's their second shot. And Stewart, he's on support. He probably should be reacting a bit faster than that. Beckwith is very, very narrow for a right back as well. There's plenty of time. And let's face it, it's 100 and something grand for a draw, so let's not argue too much. 60th minute. We'll look at those changes now, I think. I think we're going to say that G has not worked out. We'll bring Tom Conlon on there and put Swiderski back to sit, because already that hasn't gone so well for him. McGruer's looked a bit lost, so let's just shuffle. Put Stewart up top and McGruer on the left. And Duckwood can come across to his more natural right. Do we hook Stewart? He's having an okay game. We'll leave him for now. That puts everyone in a slightly more natural position. Coombson has a corner. G is still walking off, bless him. The walk of shame. In your own time, Coombson. No rush, mate. There we go. Cross comes in. Oh my days. The defending off that. Is that my fault for the substitution? I don't feel like it is. And we're losing a game that we have absolutely dominated. Cross comes in. Conlon with Helmerson. Could you argue it's Conlon? Maybe. The thing is, they say, oh, don't make a substitution for a defensive corner. I don't know we're defending a corner until it happens. And as it stands, we'll drop down to third behind Bodo Glimt. Mullen throws into Conlon, flicked onto McGruer. Back to Mullen. Stewart's in front of him, and that's a good ball to him. Williams is next to him. Stays out wide. Gets fouled by a guy on a booking. There's 20 to play. Is he gone? I suspect he's gone. He is gone. There's 20 to play. We need to take advantage of that. Conlon drives in the cross. Heaton's under it. Doesn't win it. Mullen. Out wide to Conlon again, if I were you, mate. Beckwith? No, he goes to O'Driscoll. To Ndukwu. Conlon's there now. Hit one. No, he's in front of Stewart, and it's saved over the top by Jonsson. We'll get the corner. We have hammered them. We do not deserve to be behind. We don't even deserve to be level, let alone behind. Conlon's cross comes in, and it's headed straight up by O'Driscoll. Let's have a look at the subs bench now. I think it's time for Russell Stewart to go. Do we bring on Borke? Is this for time? Yeah, he wants to prove himself. Let's let him prove himself. Bring Borke on. Let him play as a poacher. Emmanuel Williams the advance forward. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's hope he can prove himself there. It's 15 to play. I can always shuffle McGruer forward again. Beckwith thrown to Swiderski. Back to Beckwith. First time cross in. McGruer with the header. Who needs to shuffle him forward? He'll score from anywhere with that McGruer. And it's 3 each. 15 to play. They're down to 10. We've been by far the better side. Can we make it 4-3? Can we go for a Wickham-Cheltenham 5-5? We don't want that. We don't want to draw. Go 5-3 though, if you're offering. 5 to play. One more change. Let's see if we can shake it up. What am I going to do with it though? I mean, Swiderski's looking very tired. That's the obvious sub. But it seems a bit boring, doesn't it? Now we're going to do that. Hernandez for Swiderski. Chuck him further forward. Conlon can sit. 5 to play. Jonsson taking a free kick by the penalty spot. Big ball forward. Well won to McGruer. And O'Driscoll back to Mullen. Hernandez to Williams. Much better passing football here. McGruer back to Mullen. Chips it in front of Williams. Lovely little ball. There's 3-on-2 in the middle. Get the cross in. It is in. And Borke, the guy who's with height and jumping ability and heading, doesn't go. Beckwith's cross goes up. McGruer knocks it down to Mullen, who hits one, and it's just over the top. Where are we with shot count here? 17 shots, 8 on target. They've had 5 shots, 4 on target. But one more highlight. Are we going to lose it at the death here? Mullen, cross comes in. Hankins comes out and gets absolutely lost. Jalen Hankins has been a poor signing. It has to be said. I'm first one to hold my hands up to that. You have to say he got lost for their third. He's got completely lost for the fourth. And we have lost a match we absolutely did not deserve to lose. Right. Sometimes the result doesn't go your way, but I'm happy with the performance. Individuals, Jalen Hankins, get behind a chemical shed. I'm having you shot. We played well enough to win. Do we have anything to say about the amount of stoppage time? It seems a bit much. Late winner was a kick in the teeth. We took a lot of positives out of the performance. We should have won that. One huge goalkeeping error and one defensive error. Referee's had a poor game. Has he? Really? Right, where's Hankins? Where's the bolt gun? Interaction, discipline player, poor performance, fine, 2 weeks' wages. I'm being very harsh, I know that, but ultimately, that man just cost us £170,000. 2 weeks of his wages will make up for some of that. Right, international team in just a few moments. Right then, Liechtenstein at home has got to be the easiest international game we've had in a while. So with that, we're not worrying too much about match sharpness. We're not going to try and put out a 100% fit team. We're going to put out basically the best team we can, regardless of the fact that some of them aren't entirely sharp. So Banda will be in goal, because Hankins bloody isn't after that. Mullen, Olivero, Ramuni and Beckwith are the back four, with Apaya, Forson and Rosa in the middle, Hercules and Ndukwu on the wings, Caetano and Williams up top. And I have to say, that's a good side. If we can convince McGrewer to turn Gibraltarian, that'll be a really good side. But that's next season's problem. That's not this season, unfortunately. Liechtenstein, do we have any names we recognise there? I feel like we don't. They haven't even got all the subs. We're favourites for a reason. Go beat them. Please. Please go beat them. Please, sirs, win us a match of the footballs. Right, I think I'm going to turn those off. Like it was Gary who said maybe turn those off. Delegate those to the assistant. I think that's going to happen, folks. Thompson throws into Hepperly. Cross comes in early. Mullen, time and space, heads it just straight out to their winger. Not really sure why. Lovely green hairband on the winger, though. Mullen hacks the ball clear. And Williams knocks it back to Apaya Forson, and the counter is on. He puts it in the wrong side of Williams, but he'll still win that race. Even in 3.5 minutes, Aichinger has got himself booked. That ball in front of Caetano is not good enough, but the keeper somehow scrambles it away. Mullen down the line again. Puts it in front of Ndukwu this time. Cuts back, puts in the cross, and the header from Caetano is just over the top. Ritter with a goal kick. The question is, are we finally at the level at which we can batter a team? Like, really batter them? I know we've won a couple of games a lot, but I'm talking about, the kind of 10 and 11s that we've suffered in the past. And Ndukwu knocks it back to Mullen, Apaya Forson through the middle, finds Caetano. The ball is back onto him, and he gets there first and screws it just wide. And realistically, we could be 2-0 up in the 6th minute. And then the highlights sort of trickle to a halt, which is a bit annoying. Maybe they realised what was going on and changed it. Wanger, what a name. Yes, I know you don't pronounce it like that, but I don't care. I'm calling him Wanger. Wanger comes down the line, so to speak. Marek to Frick. You're testing my patience with the old foul language algorithm, aren't you? And Ndukwu to Apaya Forson. Rosa hoofs one forward. Caetano versus Aichinger. Is it a goal or a red card? That's the question. It's a goal. Caetano tucks it in the bottom corner. I mean, Marco Rosa steals an assist. Now, come on. Sort of hoofs it, hopes for the best. Aichinger gets it all kinds of wrong. And like I say, could have got himself sent off instead. I don't feel like that's a ball in front of Caetano. I feel like that's just a hoof. Maybe I'm being harsh. Rosa's a very good centre midfielder. But I don't see that. Never mind. I also love the way that where the players came to a stop, it looked like the goalkeeper was just screaming in the defender's face. And that's quite funny to me. Bradley Banda. Big goal kick forward, very big goal kick forward, and Matt is lost underneath it. Williams has a go, and it's an error to have a go there. Caetano was in space next to him. As it stands, we are going to be level on points with Latvia. Behind them, why? Goals scored, maybe? I don't know. What are Latvia doing? Don't know. Olivero to Apaya Forson. Goes around Maroc. Williams. Back to Rosa. This one's going to be in front of somebody, but Matt knocks it back to the keeper. Keeper spoons it clear, not particularly well. Apaya Forson to Ndukwu. Flick back to Rosa. Apaya Forson to Ndukwu. Has a go. In off the base of the post. 2-0 up. The game's over in the 34th minute. That's what I like to see. Things I like to see, that. Yes, there was overlap there. It's a good little flick to Ndukwu, and yeah, just hits it. Goalkeeper, bit lost. Are we shooting on sight? Let's do that. Let's shoot on sight. Let's get a few more, let's test this goalkeeper a bit. I don't know how good the number 1 Liechtensteinian goalkeeper is, but Liechtensteiner, isn't it? Is it Liechtensteiner? Liechtensteiner or Liechtensteinian? Probably Liechtensteiner. Either way, don't know how good he is, but it doesn't seem to be that good. We've created loads and scoreboard reflects that. I don't think we need to make any changes, do we? We could actually, couldn't we? Right, let's get some unfit players on. Why not? Maybe even some of ours. Dylan Borke, come on, son. Replace Caetano. Hernandez for Apaya Thorson. Ionton for Ramuni. No, cancel that one. For Olivero. Yes, I have just brought on 3 of my own players who are a little bit short of match sharpness. What do you mean, nepotism? Mullen throws in a long ball. Rish should head that away easily and does. Hernandez will pick it up, chest it down, back to Mullen. Big ball to the back 6. Hercules heads it back across. Genius header from Hercules. Didn't just nut it into the side netting like you might have expected. Sets up Williams. It's 3-0 just after half time. And this one really is over now. The question is it goal difference holding us back from Liechtenstein, or is it the fact that were we away? We were away in Liechtenstein, weren't we? Don't know. Also, must remember to check what the away attendance was in Bodo. Bodo Glimp. What is going on in the other game? Is that even going to show us? No. Fine, be like that. Oh, we've gone above Latvia. It must be a goal difference thing. So let's get a praise out there. Banda fires the ball forward, and it's a nice ball forward. Marek wins it, though. Knocks it down to the Wanger. Wanger to Frick. Ionton gets the tackle wrong, and Frick is through 1-on-1. It's a good thing he couldn't finish a cup of tea, isn't it? Herman with the cross. And there's 2 Wangers on the pitch. Ladies and gentlemen, there are 2 Wangers on the pitch. Thompson's cross to the back stick. Herman back to Maroc. Back to Herman. Back to Maroc. Can this highlight just trickle to an end, please? Herman to Rish. Herman again. This one stepped in by Mullen, and Ndukwu hooks it away. Borke leaves it for Williams. We'll pretend he did it on purpose. Williams back to Ndukwu, who played him into trouble there. 3 men around him. Mullen back to Rosa, though. Rosa can pick a pass and picks Borke. Borke turns and hits one. Clips the top of the crossbar on the way over. Didn't know he had that in his locker. I'm not going to lie. 65 minutes. No more changes to make. I'm not allowed to. We've hammered them. Let's just let the game end now. Hercules coming down the right wing. Being challenged by a Wanger. Never mind. Cross comes in. Goalkeeper claims it easily enough. Ritter. Big ball forward. Ionton gets it wrong again and fricks through again. Ionton has had a shocker at centre-half. He's only been on since half-time. Yes, he's short of match sharpness, but that's 2 big chances he's given to them. Borke's under this one. Doesn't win the header again. I'm no longer getting surprised about that. Aichinger to the Wanger. Mullen loses in the air and Frick's through 1-on-1. And if Frick could finish, it would be 3 each. And that's a big worry, really, isn't it, against Liechtenstein? 10 to play. Matt throws in to Rish. Cross comes in. Beckwith loses out in the air, but Banda claims it easily enough. Big ball forward. And flicked on by Borke. He's won a header, folks. Williams is through. It finds its way over the line in the end. And the harshest of it all, I don't think it's gone down as an assist for Borke. It does basically just hit him. But even so, is it because of a deflection? Doesn't seem to have gone down as an assist for Borke. It might have done. Makes it 4-0. Nice and easy. Borke assist? No. That's so harsh it didn't go down as an assist. I don't really understand why. I assume it must be the deflection, but never mind. Thompson down the wing. Cuts it back to one of the Wangers. Has a go. Wait, have they got a third Wanger? No, that's a defensive Wanger. Never mind. They have a defensive Wanger and an attacking Wanger. Aichinger. Big cross in. Eonson's under it. That's not a thing to be confident about. Thompson cuts the cross back. Rosa wins it easily. Hernandez with a bit of time. Borke with a bit of time. Chips it forward. Aimless. Absolutely aimless. Never mind. 93rd minute. The game is over. We are still top of the league, I think. Outstretched arms. Comprehensive victory. Well done. Now all we have to do is do that against Latvia. How big is this result? It's pretty big. Morale's really high. It's pretty, yeah. Absolutely superb win. And we are top. Oh, Latvia aren't playing. That's why. Because we're playing them next. Obviously. Who would they be playing? What an idiot. So saying, who are Latvia playing? There's 3 teams in the group and 2 of them are us. Gibraltar proves surprise package. Let's have a look then. So we are joint with Latvia, sorry. We have a +4 goal difference, they have a +2. But if we lose to Latvia in the next game, it doesn't matter. Yes? Yes. So, let's not do that. That one won't be on the channel. The thought is there. I'm toying with the idea of doing that on the channel, but I'm not going to. Because otherwise we'll never get through this season. We're like 6 episodes deep already. So, we will come back for... Is it worth coming back for the other Liechtenstein? It probably isn't, is it? You have to assume we're going to beat Liechtenstein. And that's in November. We'll come back for whatever I said we'll come back for, or possibly something else. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this one, please do like, subscribe up if you are new, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.